Afternoon, everybody. We've just finished the board meeting for Bristol, North Somerset and South Gloucestershire, and there's some slight changes in the way we're doing things at the moment. Some of you will have seen I've now been appointed as the chair of Gloucestershire's Integrated Care Board as well. So as we move towards a transition between the two organisations into a new organisation, I'm trying to make sure that the deputies in both areas are chairing the board. So Alison Moon chaired the board today in Bristol, and Jane Cummins chaired the board for me last week in Gloucestershire. I'm obviously sat in those boards, but that's the way we're doing it. So it's about me spreading my time in the right places to make sure that I spend the time and the effort on moving us forward in the future. And also that's to make sure there's no conflict as we start to move into a new organisation. But can I start off by congratulating Shane Devlin on his appointment as the Chief Exec of the joint cluster between BNSSG and Gloucestershire. And we're now able to get ourselves in a position with our transition committee where we can start making some decisions about the future. But there was three key things today at the board in BNSSG I wanted to pull out for you. The first one was about the equality objectives. And whilst we've seen some improvement in areas like maternity, we're still not using our data to best effect. And we really need to make sure that our recruitment, our retention and our progression with our Black and minority ethnic communities is really looked at as we start to transition into the new organisation. And the board were really clear that they want to see the commitment there. I think the second one was around the vision for our voluntary community and social enterprise. Within Bristol, North Somerset and South Gloucester, that's 8,000 people, 270 organisations. And we've put a huge amount of effort into that over the last 2 or 3 years, and it's really paying dividends. That is the voice of people on the ground that can support the way we commission services going forward. So the support, coordination and commissioning for the future will be richer with that involvement. And I think that was a really good session that we had there. And then finally, the Work Well West project. That's a nationally run project supported by the Department of Health and Department of Work and Pensions. And that's making funding available for us to look at those people between 16 and 65 who are at risk of prematurely leaving work due to ill health. This is a multi-agency approach with our local authorities and us in health, aimed at looking at how we can do things that will improve people's lives and get them into work. Because we do know that people who are in work generally present less to health and social care. So those are the things that are the greatest impact today. It was a really great session. Alison Moon did a fantastic job of chairing it. Perhaps did me out of a job, but I'm really encouraged about the optimism and the enthusiasm as we go forward. I would finally say our timescales around transition are not definite yet, but I know Shane Devlin will continue to do the staff sessions to make sure people are updated with what's happening with you personally in the organisation. But rest assured, our performance as a board is still in the right place. Thank you all for your time and enjoy the rest of your week.